You guys remember when I made that video last month talking about NBA Live 18 archetypes? The one interesting thing about the NBA Live 18 archetypes is the big men. There's only 4 types of big men in NBA Live 18 compared to the archetypes they have in NBA 2K17. Because in NBA 2K17, you got glass cleaners, you got paint protectors, you got athletic finishers, you got post scorers, and you got stretch bigs. So you have 5 archetypes in NBA 2K17 compared to the 4 archetypes that will be in NBA Live 18. And you might be wondering which one of these archetypes is missing from NBA Live 18. And it's the glass cleaners. And I've always talked about glass cleaners on this channel as being an archetype I don't really like to play with, an archetype that gets on my nerves sometimes, because it's like, well, why are you making a glass cleaner if you're not going to play competitive 2K? If you're not going to play Pro-Am, why are you bringing a glass cleaner to my park if you're not going to play competitive games like the Mountain Dew tournament or stage? Because to me, it's unnecessary. NBA Live 18, in my opinion, has done the right thing. Instead of including a glass cleaner in the game, just make all the big men have rebounding. I mean, why else are you making a big man? I understand post scorers, right? I understand paint protectors. But when you talk about stretch bigs and athletic finishers and they don't have rebounding, why? That's why I always wonder why people make stretch bigs when you're just going to be slower and you're a shooter. You should be able to move to get open. But NBA Live 18 took the right path because big men should be better rebounders than guards. They should be better rebounders than forwards. It's just a matter of fact. And what NBA Live 18 has done has added rebounding to each one of those archetypes. So you have 2 offensive archetypes for big men in NBA Live 18, which are the stretch bigs and the post scorers. And then you got a balanced build, which is called the post anchor. And then you have the traditional defensive archetype in NBA Live 18, which is the rim protector. So to me, that system works a lot better than what NBA 2K17 has right now. Because in all things said, right, let's talk about the glass cleaners real quick, right? Every archetype in this game can shoot. I've already proven it. Every archetype in the game can shoot. It doesn't matter what archetype you have. You can splash threes. You could shoot mid-range. If it's wet, it's wet, man. Every archetype can shoot. So throw that out the window. Okay, the shooting's out the window. Now we're talking about defense. The glass cleaners have the 2nd best defense after paint protectors, which maybe it makes sense, but honestly, in all scope of things, it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't be like that. Glass cleaners should not have a 78 max defense. It should really be a 74 max defense. Why? Because all the archetypes for the guards, except for the lockdown defender, have a 74 max defense. So why is the glass cleaner have a 78 max defense? You got your max rebounding and you got your max strength. That's what you have as a glass cleaner. Same thing for post scorers. Post scorers got max post scoring and they got max strength. Each archetype except the shot creator has 2 categories maxed out. And then some of the archetypes, of course, are also better than the others. So for glass cleaners, they have their defense a little bit higher. But the thing about glass cleaners is they have their defense higher and they also have pretty good dunking ability. So combine that all, in fact, you got better than average defense. You've got better than average dunking. You've got rebounding, and you've also got strength. And combined with the fact that every archetype in the game can shoot, the glass cleaner is an overpowered archetype. Yes, I said it. I've said it. Listen, I don't have problems with the glass cleaner archetype. I just don't like when people bring in our park, because I'm like, yo, it's park, man. Relax. You don't need to be going hard for them rebounds. And here's another thing about the rebounding, right? I like why NBA Live 18 did this, because the thing about rebounding is if you box your man out, they're not going to get the rebound, man. They're not gonna get the rebound. People in 2K just don't know how to box out their man. As soon as the ball goes up, as soon as the ball is shot, you should already be boxing out your man. If everybody would have boxed out their man at the same time the shot would have go up, offensive rebounds would be very, very limited. Sure, of course it's going to happen where a glass cleaner is going to get a rebound here and there. But that's the same for also a lot of different archetypes where it's just going to happen. Just box out your man. So I like that NBA Live 18 took the route to what they said, well, listen, man, rebounding is essential for almost a lot of big men. And it's not just glass cleaners out there. You got stretch bigs in the NBA rebounding. Kevin Love. You got rim protectors rebounding. You got post scorers rebounding. So it's like, why limit the rebounding to one archetype when they're big men already? It's not like they're guards. It's not like they're forwards. They're big men. So in my opinion, if there was one archetype to be removed from NBA 2K18, if 2K had to make that decision, I think it'd have to be the glass cleaners, man. I mean, listen, and the glass cleaners are a great archetype, man. Don't let me. They're a great archetype. They got dunking, they got defense, they got rebounding, they got strength, and they can shoot. So of course it's a good archetype. Combined with the fact that they got the most overpowered badge in the game in Brick Wall, and then they got Bruiser combined with Brick Wall. Like it's really a great archetype, man. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Leave a like for more. Let me know if you think the glass cleaners, if 2K were to remove the glass cleaners and add a rebounding to every other big man archetype, would you like that instead? Would you like that? Let me know in the comment section, man. But for now, I'm out for now. And by the way, if you don't like that, then you shouldn't like NBA Live 18. You should not like NBA Live 18. But that's just my opinion. But I'm out for now. Peace.